I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Pull together. 36, 36. Check nine, check nine. Check. Bingo.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Check, check.
They run again on first down. Cook. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second down, Cook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 33 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, it's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Jackson to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Earl Thomas in on the stop. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage?
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and then decent field position and throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, 44 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 24. Check safety, check safety.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And he's got Snead. The 40, 20, 10. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 71 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, 48. 48 for Mike.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, hold on. Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Let's go now. 54. 54 Mike. You ain't doing nothing today.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, so they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
At the 19-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Let's go, defense.
Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He can run for touchdown, Ravens. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Check 48 the mic. Check 48 the mic. Watch twist. 48.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, tight down. There you go. 48 the mic. All day. Hey, receiver. Where's your hot?
Cousins now. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
You can't block me. Hey, look, 48.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that 2nd catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there.
Check 48 the mic. Check 48.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
Go. 36. Come on. Watch 36. 36 the mic. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that. Wide.
Play action now. Cousins. And Diggs has it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
36. Line 36. Here we go. Hey, dude. 36 the mic. Watch the run. Mike, 36. Good route here. 36. Watch the run.
From the red zone now, Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
36. Hey, box drop. Exit. Watch 36.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check 24. Yellow. Hey, Steve 6.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Danielle Hunter. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. A nice pickup there, 19 yards, and they're set up better for 3rd. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Hey, come on.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Check. Watch 54.
Running right, this is Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check three.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Jackson being chased out left. He'll try and run it. Room to run inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 26 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Bound to lose one.
Gun.
Watch 36. 36.
Hey, Haywood.
I got you. Mike 36. Mike 36.
Hey, no, easy.
Let's get in there, Hank. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I hope you brought your lunch, because I'm going
On second down, Cousins again. He'll rifle this one deep right. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw is Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Single.
Third down and 7.
On third down, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 36. Quick throw taken in by Snead. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11. Again, Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No first down.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. And that is incomplete. Trey Wayne's the Michigan State man right there in coverage. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it up.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, he scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Bailey got the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
Gun.
39-yard line.
He's coming in right. Hey, gang. 36.
Hey, high 7.
Check the out. Watch 36.
Black.
They're not ready for this.
Where's the hot?
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. He's back to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Cousins to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere. Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden. Absolutely. Oh, wow, I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you.
Push him back. Watch 36. 36. Gun. Smooth. First. I got him.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.